Hello everyone and welcome back to 4KB Shorts, Let's Play of Kerbal Space Program with Kerbal Space Adventures. Now that we have the space station in orbit around the moon, we are going to go ahead and continue with our initial keythane idea, I guess, our initial plan to, if you remember when I put the satellite in orbit, I put a keythane detecting satellite in orbit with a map sat on it, which gave me a couple of coordinates on where to put down a keythane miner. And you're like, well, yeah, that's great, but what does that have to do with the DEMV? Well, the DEMV, as wonderful as it is, and you may have seen this previously, is a very unique vehicle in the fact that it can be used, this little bed area can be used for multiple purposes, including one that I kind of fiddled around with for a little while and figured out, and that's this. Now, I've never used a keythane pump thing converter before, but this right here I'm pretty sure is the heat rods, not this. So I'm turning it this way, hoping that if the heat rods extend, they don't extend with this involved. There's no keythane in the immediate vicinity of Kerbal Space Center, so I can't go out there and mine keythane and pray. But what I can do is I can put this together and kind of get a general idea of how things are going to work. Now, as you can see, this thing is actually very versatile. I really do love this device. It's a very versatile device. And there's a couple of items. I know it's around here. I always lose the keythane detector, and I don't know why I do. They don't put it in any place weird. They just, that's right, it's over here. They don't put it under utility, they put it under science, which I guess makes sense, but confuses the crap out of me. Okay, so we have our keythane detector there on the side for local keythane detection. We have our converter. No, we do need a keythane tank. Now this one carries 2,000, which is probably more than... Okay, let's try that again. Which is probably more than we're going to need. And I say that, but we also need a tank that can hold our regular fuel until such a time as we can collect it. Now these ones unfortunately are too heavy and too big, so we're going to have to use a smaller one. The smallest one we have, of course, is this one, which would kind of work. Alternatively, what we can do is we can keep this without the keythane, or just with the keythane tank, and then convert fuel. But if I remember correctly, in order to convert fuel and then move the fuel correctly, you have to have an inline connection, which would mean we'd have to put like a one of these on here, and that wouldn't do us any good. Now the other problem I'm having is whether or not you have to have which way the inline goes, because if the inline goes in the wrong direction, it won't work. So I'm thinking like this is more like probably what we're going to want to go with, which is great. And then put a little tank on top. Oop, there you go. So something like that. I'm not 100% sure if that's how it's supposed to work. Like I said, I haven't been able to test it, but we are going to take this. I know it's ugly. I really wish I could figure out a way to put a bigger tank up here, but unfortunately we just have this little tiny one, and the little tiny one will hold 90 liquid fuel and 110 oxidizer. I could also put one in there for other things, like RCS and whatnot, but I don't want to make this thing too heavy. You know, I don't want to make it too heavy, because after a while it starts to look a little bit on the large side, and that's no good. So this is basically, and I do need to put like a couple other items on here, but this is basically going to be our mobile keythane mining device, I guess you could call it. We're going to use it to land on or near one of the detected keythane deposits, and then from there we're going to use it to mine the keythane, because we're geniuses like that. That's what we do. We are smart people who mine things and do important stuff. Now, getting this to the moon is probably going to be a bit of a pain. And I say that because it's probably not going to be very even. We are going to have to fly it into orbit. I may actually have to fly it into orbit, park it there, and then dock with it. Not 100% sure how that's going to be. Now, the other thing I wanted to do, and I really don't like how that sits, but the other thing I wanted to do is that when we get up there, I want to land a lander of some kind on top of this, so that it parks on top of this, can refuel as needed, and then zoop, takes off. I don't know how well that's going to work, but it is a thought. It is my thought process at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and build a rocket under this, I may do some editing, I don't know, but I am going to build a rocket under this to make sure everything works properly. And then we're going to launch it into the atmosphere, and hopefully everything works out the way it's supposed to. One would hope. So I will see you guys either out on the launch pad or up in orbit, depending, with this, getting this into space. Now, we are taking 3 Kerbin, just a heads up, we are taking 3 Kerbin with us. We're not going to land with Bill, Jeb, and Bob. We are going to start 3 new Kerbin, so we are starting with this pod, not a mechanical brain. And that was one of the important parts of this. So, once we get this thing into orbit, we'll figure out what we need to do for the lander part, for the getting it to the moon part, and once we've done that, then we'll start mining and finding Kethane, and maybe driving around or flying around, depends. Let's see, we'll go ahead and call this thing, by the way, while I'm sitting here, we're going to call this thing the KSA Keyhole, without the B. I don't know why there's a B in there. Yeah, with keyhole, there you go. The KSA Keyhole, because it's going to make holes in the ground for Kethane. Ah, that's funny. But, yeah, so hopefully this thing works for us and doesn't have any problems. And I know I did take the tank off, but I'm still debating on whether or not this thing can convert and then dump into the tank on here or not. So I'll figure that out, and we'll see how that works, and then I'll get this thing up into space with you guys. So I'll see you guys there. Alright everybody, here we are out on the runway. You can't see it because it's so tall, but I was able to stack what I hope to be a delivery system on top of the keyhole. Underneath, of course, we have a crap ton of rocket fuel. I've gone back to the orange tanks because they seem to work best for this size of object. Our thrust to rate ratio is at 2.96, a little bit low, but hopefully we'll be able to get it up into the sky, and I believe all of my stages are correct. So, first off, throttle up. After that, launch, and third, we pray. And just so you know, we have Melgan, Fermi, and Nedzi, as our 3 Kerman pilots in the cockpit who will be viewing space sideways. Hopefully the thing won't be flying sideways, but there's no guarantee. So, actually, you know what, now that I think about it, I'm controlling this from the wrong location. Let me go ahead and do that. Control from here. There we go. Now I'm pointed in the right way, and away we go. And, as long as nothing too terribly horrible... Oh, God. This doesn't look good at all. Okay. Well, something terrible may just be about to happen. Yep, it did. So there goes. We are going to have to redesign this so it's not quite so wobbly, I think. Yeah. So, we'll get back inside and we'll fix that up real quick so it's not flapping about like a dead fish. So I'll see you guys back on the launch pad. Okay, everybody, I think I got it worked out this time. I say that with, you know, a little bit of trepidation as per usual. I just put some space tape on there. Hopefully it'll hold the neck together. And that's basically all I'm going to try to do for this right now. It should hold fine. Usually it's not that bad. I think it was just loose, and that's where the problem came in. So we're gonna try it like this and see what happens. So here we go. And that's up, and up is always a good direction. Alright, we got rid of the wobble. Yay, go us. We are a little off-center though, so we are going to have to be a little bit careful. But since we are going up at a steady and normal pace, I will see you guys, I think, when we hit orbit, unless something explodes. So I'll see you guys there. Alright everybody, here we are in orbit. We have plenty of fuel to get us to where we're going. We have a burn in 16 minutes. Let's go ahead and just rotate until we get to that point. We actually have a lot more fuel than we needed, believe it or not, but that's okay. We are burning, and oh man, it's doing that thing again, I think, where it's telling us to point the wrong way. Let's control from here. And I'm thinking, okay, why am I rotating? Why am I spinning? I should not be spinning. Okay, well apparently it thinks left and right is spin rather than up and down. So now my controls are all fuzzy. Oh boy. Yeah, it's doing that thing where it's telling me to burn in the wrong direction. But since I'll be burning faster, I'm assuming that means, see, that's why I put this note up here, so I can burn in the right direction, damn it. And that's what it's saying. It's saying I need to burn towards that, but I'm somehow thinking that might be wrong. So we may have to do this the old-fashioned way and just kind of guess. Yeah, because see, that's our burn there. And it's a nice burn. I'm very proud of it. But whether or not it'll work, I don't know. Because the moon just came up from that side or down that side. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll kind of keep it here, I suppose, and then we'll see what happens. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Maybe it's right. Maybe I'm just crazy. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of weird about it because, as you remember, when we moved the service station over there, we had to select the empty cockpit of the space tug in order to get the damn thing pointed in the right direction, and I was hoping that this wouldn't have the same problem, but since it has a mechanical brain on top, it actually doesn't. I'm just being weird and paranoid because I'm flying it from a weird position. Alright, so that's 3 minutes. 2. 1. And the moon should be appearing any minute now. We're down to 20 seconds. We'll go ahead and start our burn now. We might be a little bit wobbly, but we'll be okay. Alright, throttle up a little bit more. Alright, doing okay. So this should get us at least partially, if not all the way. No, well, it'll get us most of the way to the moon. Then we can dump this and switch out to our smaller rocket booster, which will help us get to the moon and then slow down again. I hope. I hope. If that doesn't work, we'll figure something out. Alright. It's a little bit fighty. And out of fuel. Okay, there we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's very fighty. Alright, let's check the map really quick while we're sitting here. Oh yeah, we're way off. Max throttle, please. Okay, this is going to take a moment. Well, there's a capture. Not a good one. But hopefully it'll be fixed when we keep our throttle up a little bit. Damn it. Yeah, it's wobbling really bad. Because the ship is not perfectly symmetrical. Alright, there we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I'm gonna have to kill the engine in a minute. There we go. Where are we at? Is that our actual periapsis? Oh, okay, yeah. Which way is it going? Okay, it's going down. Strange, but yeah, it's... Well, 480 is not bad, not terrible. So our burn wasn't perfect. It was a very pretty burn, though. But that's going to be our moon capture shuttle thing. So we're gonna head out there. So I guess we could do that in real time since it's only right there. It's not like it's 200 million miles away. It's only right over there. It's right in the neighborhood, right? Alrighty, let's head over. Let's just head on over to the moon. That's a normal thing you do every day. There we go. Hello, moon. How's it going? Okay, almost captured. And should be any minute now. Boom. Alright, perfect. Wonderful. And not perfect, but wonderful, but close enough. Alright, let's center ourselves there. And now let's hope against hope, that when we do this, we'll have enough fuel to stop. 330? Oh, yeah, we're set for life on that one. Alright, so once again, we're going to just rotate over. Which should be... That's Kerbal. I gotta rotate over towards the moon. There it is. So I'm rotating the wrong direction. I love flying the DEMV through space. It's just this weird irony to me that you're flying a truck through space. I'm not sure what that is that does that to me, but it's like, hey, we're just gonna fly a truck through space, man. It's normal. Personally, if I were one of the pilots, I'd rev the engine. Be like, hey, does this thing work, man? Alright. So this burn's going to take us a little while, so we're probably going to start like a few minutes early if I don't overshoot. I'm going to try not to overshoot, of course. You never know, man. Speaking of which, let's quick save before we overshoot. And I'd like to save the thrust and these last 4 engines for landing this chunk of thing. As you notice, our thrust surface to weight ratio is slowly going down, but it is above 1, and 1 is nice. 1 is at least enough to slow us down before we hit the ground at 400 meters per second, I hope. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But if I'm not, I'm not. I hope I'm not. Alright, when should we start burning this thing? Probably soon. How about we just do a test burn? What's our maximum burn speed? 2 minutes? Okay, we'll do it at 2 minutes then. Ooh, yeah, we're a little wobbly. A A little wobbly, but that's okay. So we have 8 minutes on the clock. Let's go ahead and bring that down. 7, 5, 3. Okay, there we go. 2. There we are. So we'll just start burning now. Oh, burn at max throttle, just to make sure. We're going to be a little bit behind, but better that than the alternative. This burn is probably going to take a minute, as all nuclear rockets tend to do. And for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and pause here really quick. And then I will see you guys when we get down towards the ground. Okay, everybody, I was able to make it into a stable orbit. We are about 500,000 meters up. 500,000 meters? Yeah, 500 kilometers. And there was a couple of things that I wanted to check out. Orbit does not re-enter. Oh, yeah, I know, jackass. Okay, I have a couple of places here where I'd like to look for Kethane, or I know Kethane is located. And because of that, they're where I want to land. Let's see. Yeah. So one of those locations is 13 degrees by 12 degrees. And the reason I like that location is because if you take a look here on the map, 13 by 12 is roughly around in this area. Yeah, it's right around here, and it's right in this crater. And what's really great about this crater is this crater has several anomalies around it. Plus, it has great access to a long crater chain. Plus, well, I guess I could just show you the anomalies. Yeah, see 3 anomalies here. And then, and this anomaly is, yeah, I know what this anomaly is, which is awesome. And then here, 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 and here are the other anomalies, which there are a lot of anomalies within, you know, flight range. Or driving range in some cases. So because of that, I want to go ahead and try to land roughly, and I'm going to actually try to land this thing in an area that, oh wow, yeah, okay. So we're probably going to be landing here. I'm rotating this thing around like an idiot, but we're probably going to be landing somewhere on the dark side right now. So we may have to flip around. Let me see, where are we? Yeah, so it looks like we may actually be landing, or trying to land, in this area, which is on the dark side of the moon, unfortunately. Because of that, we're probably going to want to bring our orbit down first. So let's go ahead and rotate myself back around the way I should have been facing earlier. And we'll start a down burn and see if we can get our periapsis down to a better location. So let's fight this stupid thing. And yes, I have no RCS on it, I'm sorry, and I'm not going to turn it on because there are no jets, so there it is. I know people will still be yelling at me, you need to turn on your RCS jets. Yes, 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 I know, and I would if they work that way. But right now they don't, so unfortunately this is the way we're going to have to do it. So let's see, our periapsis is at 300, and that's going to go down very quickly, I hope. 200. Sweet. And our orbit is really wobbly right now, but that's okay. And I say wobbly because it's off center a little bit. Let's go ahead and bring ourselves down. We can go pretty low, actually. Much, much lower than you normally would. Alright, so... you know what? Have I been burning the fuel out of these? Oh, no, I haven't been. Okay. That's what I was kind of worried about, is that I was burning the fuel out of those main tanks, but they're still here. Alright, good to go. What do we got? Periapsis at 56 kilometers up. You think that's pretty low? Okay. 56 kilometers, that's actually pretty nice. Quick save, really quick. And then let's check our map. Oh, yeah, that's nice and low. Now, where we are now, current position here, we want to aim up. So we're actually too low to land in our position. So we're going to want to correct our orbit when we get higher up. Probably about... yeah, all of our orbits are a little bit wobbly. Probably about up here somewhere, we're going to want to correct our orbit. And unfortunately, I jettisoned the... I jettisoned Big Bob's rocket thruster a little bit early. I didn't correct the orbit, and we're orbiting backwards. Oh, I love this. All of my orbits are backwards now. I don't know what's going on. That's not true. I do know exactly what's going on. I'm actually orbiting this thing the way you're supposed to. But like a jackass, I'm doing it kind of wrong. Okay, so there's that, and that's close enough, I think, here. And it's going to be a maneuver in about 1 minute. Can I burn without screwing this up too bad? What do we got? Is that good? That is not good at all. It's going to be wobbly no matter what, but I'd rather it be one way wobbly than another. So, Yeah, it's gonna be wobbly one way or the other. What do we got? 149 meter per second burn? Really? Okay, well, we'll try it. And this kind of orbital maneuver is probably not so smart when I'm trying to burn myself down into a landing position. But I would like to do it whenever we can. Oh, we plussed it, my bad. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. And check our wonderful map here. Whoa, 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 we're doing weird stuff. Doing bad weird stuff, because that's going to start going, yeah, that's going to start going down, and that's no good. There we go. Yeah, I kind of have to fly from the map screen now because we are doing actual orbiting maneuvers. So I know some people are like, no, the map screen's fine, I get to learn stuff. I'm like, yeah, I know, and it is fine. It's not a terrible place to be. It's just it shouldn't be 98% of a video, ever. Ever. I don't care who you are, it shouldn't be. So we're doing okay. We got about 4 minutes of burn time left, which is great. This thing won't be perfectly even, which is not great, but I don't care. I'm not particular. Oh, that's why, because I'm burning above the... Okay, I see what's going on. Yeah, that's just because I'm burning too high above the planar to begin with. So that's my fault in the positioning. That's not the fault of the machine. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and just kind of keep burning this way and hope for the best. Oh, we're up to 72? Screw that. 72 is too high. Bring that back down. Burning too far. Burning too far. Alright, we're gonna bring ourselves back down to 50-something. 54 looks nice. I like 54, and that's pretty even. It won't be perfect, but that's okay. That's not what we need, but we do need to... we're at the halfway marker, right? So this should be the right direction, I think, to get what we want. Maybe. Oh yeah, we are still flying this thing from a weird position, aren't we? I forgot that. I forgot that. Okay. Oh, we're on the dark side. Woohoo! Luckily, our burning is keeping our engine running. Plus, we have that power generator. It's actually generating power for our system. Time to apoapsis. Oh, 400. Okay, it was like 4,000 seconds. What the hell? Wrong one. Periapsis is the one I want. So let's go ahead and keep going. I'm trying to use MechJeb a little bit more now, so I can keep out of the map screen, so I can kind of read the numbers. I mean, I know what the numbers say, and I know what they're doing, but I just like that visual, you know, that hey, this is what it looks like when it says it's doing this, rather than this is what it says it's doing, and we're not 100% sure if that's right or not. Alright, 120 seconds. That's 2 minutes. We can probably burn early again, I think, if we really wanted to. We can just kind of... And that'll bring our apoapsis down, which is what we really, really want. So let's go ahead and do that. Just kind of gently throttle up so I can keep control of the damn thing. There we go. And what we got? 300? Cool. And 280. Wow, it's been so long since I've flown anything anything other than just aiming at Duna and landing that I'm like, oh god, what do I do? So I'm basically relearning how to fly right here, just so you guys know. And it's actually a lot of fun relearning how to fly. I feel kind of like a jackass when shit blows up on the runway, but it's not so bad when I'm actually, you know, flying, and that's no good. I'm going the wrong way. I'm actually going into the dirt. I need to bring this up a little bit. Or not. That's just going to keep bringing me down. So, yeah, our periapsis is actually going to be very low, down to almost 34,000 meters. That's going to bring us very close to the Lunar Express, but not so close as to be a detriment. Okay, I'm cool with that. We're down to 340, wow, 364 meters per second, and that's awesome. That means we can do something. Why is it so dark over here? Where's the sun in this damn place? Okay, so we're here. We want to be over here. And we're moving in this direction, which I guess is good, and that's away from the sun, isn't it? Oh no, it's towards the sun. Hey, wonderful. Maybe we'll actually be landing in the light. Hey, look at that. I have no idea what that is, but it's pink and it's below us. I think that might be the moon base. The actual moon base with Jeb and Bill. So, there you go. There's something, at least. 48 kilometers below us. That's not bad. Whoa, hello. This is going to be Bob. Yeah, this is going to be Bob 1, I think, flying by us here at 32 kilometers. So yeah, we're pretty close. It's getting crowded up in here in this space, isn't it? But I am seeing that we're here on the sun side. which means where we're going to park is probably going to be in this big old crater here, I think is what we're going for, and that is wonderful. So in order to do that, hopefully this will let me know where I'm going to land. I don't know if that's what it's actually going to do. Ooh. Let's see, how big will this burn be? Too much if I'm not careful. Yeah, I wish I had geographic coordinates here, because all I can do at this point is guess. But I'm pretty sure that's roughly about the place where we want to land. And I say that with a little bit of well, I guess I could select target on map. Select target landing site, clicking anywhere on the moon's surface. How about right... Oh, here we go. Wow, I'm like, I need that geographic coordinate. So we wanted 13 by 12, right? So how far away was I? You know, I wasn't that far off. So 13 by 12, perfect. So we want to go up a little bit, and then back it off a little bit, right? And that should get us roughly 13 by 13. It's not, it won't be perfect at all, but hopefully it'll be perfect enough for what we need. And the moon is spinning with us, so we'll probably want to overshoot a little bit, right? Like that, like a bright, smart person that we are. Yeah, I don't want to decelerate. I'm assuming that's what deck means, is decelerate. Yeah, 13 by 12. So roughly around in there is where we want to go. Oh boy. I can say land at target, but I don't trust MechJeb. I'm not a big fan of trusting MechJeb on that one, because I'm a big fan of trusting myself. So we're going to go ahead and see what we can do here. Now this is going to be a 255 meter per second burn. It's going to be in 3 minutes. It's not going to be in 3 minutes. It's going to be now, because it's going to be like a 2-minute burn on its own. So let's go ahead and see how this works if we burn early. Probably not good, but we're going to try it. Alright. Periapsis 8 kilometers. Okay, so it's apparently saying... Oh, okay, well now it's not saying anything. What a jackass. Thank you, MechJeb, for not helping. Is there any way to figure out rendezvous instrument panel system? No. Instrument landing system, is that it? Nope, that ain't it either. I don't even know what the hell that means. Go away. So, unfortunately, not helpful. MechJeb is not helpful. Let's see. Oh yeah. We're gonna have to burn this in the map screen. All I really want is that right there. I don't really much care about the rest. So as long as we can get that roughly where we want it, I think we're okay. Alright, closer to what we want, I think. So yeah, this is what we're kind of going for. We're kind of going for this up-over thing, because I really screwed up last time. Like, really, 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 really bad, and that's just no good. Not sure how it's working for us, though, really. Seems to be doing okay, though. It's going to really throw off where we land, I think, a little bit, but as long as we're in the general vicinity, I think we're going to be okay. Unfortunately, yeah, it's fighting me really bad. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to land this thing pretty easily, otherwise we're going to have a big problem. Oy. So this is going to take me a little bit to fix, a little bit to get working. So I will see you guys when we're closer to the ground, whether we be impacting it or flying towards it. So I'll see you guys there. Doing okay. Doing okay. 1,500 meters. We got 383 meters per second of burn time. That's 31 seconds of, like, actual burn, not just partial burn. So we're good. Not perfect, mind you, but we're good. If you don't hear my keyboard creaking in the background, that's because I'm pressing those buttons as hard as I can to keep it stable. This thing is really unstable, and that, like I said, that was totally my fault. But once we get it on the ground, all nice and even, we should be okay. We're at 900 meters. Okay. I have to speed up near the end to make sure we don't hit the ground too hard. But so far, this is a nice gentle fall, I think. Nice gentle landing. It's a landing, not a fall. We will call it a landing because that's what it is. Maybe we can put our gear down. That'll be funny. I'm not sure if that'll help or hurt, but we're going to do it. Alright. Don't start panicking now, yo. Watch the numbers, don't watch the ground. The ground is not coming at you at a high speed. Nope. Nope, nope, just the numbers. Alright, there's that. Okay. No. Can't be having that. Stop it. Okay, we hit the ground at about 7 meters per second last time, so maybe we can fix that. Slow it down a little bit more this time. Okay, there we go. Hey, there we go, that's working for us. Ooh. Alright. Long landing is long, but hopefully it'll be worth it when we touch down. Okay, 141. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now I'm starting to do that panic thing again. Alright. Yeah, we're not even, we're not perfect. That was nice. Almost had it there for a second. And whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, whoop. Haha, check it. It looks like dropping the suspension helped. At least we didn't roll over. So we have landed. Yay, perfect. Okay, so first things first is well, the game's like autosave. I'm like quick save, so we're both on the same page here. Alright, now we want to do two things. One is we actually want to throttle up just gently and decouple. And then that's going to try to take off. Like, and then control from here. Oh, not enough charge to control from here. Okay, fine then. We will end flight. I was going to just take off and end flight, but we'll end flight now. It's decoupled. Goodbye. And then I want to go to the tracking station. Oh, it looks like stuff had been damaged. Ooh, I hope it's not... Yeah, the thruster was damaging stuff. I'm hoping it wasn't damaged too badly. Because we need that stuff. It's important stuff. It's the stuff that will power this whole thing. Oop, my bad. Okay, gear up. Alright, there's our gear. Now, damaged or not, it should be okay. So they're okay. They are okay. Let's turn off some of this crap. We don't need that. We'll keep the rest. I guess we don't need orbital information right now. Alright, so quick save again. And from here we want to go, well, wherever this points us to. So show map. And I don't know where I'm at. I'm at, oh, I'm on the edge here. I'm at 14 by, no, I'm about 12 by 7.2, not great. Oh, am I out of power? Yeah, I'm out of power, so let's, yeah, solar panels out. Now, I put these out here like this, hoping that they won't break off. They intersect the tires, and I'm hoping that they don't break off if they intersect the tires. So, okay, so there we go. We have these huge solar panels. Look at that. I love these things. Oh, we're sitting right on top of a keythane deposit. Hey, look at us. We're awesome. So let's go ahead and test out our equipment really quick, because we don't have any keythane, right? We can't convert anything because I didn't use up any of the fuel. What we can do is we can deploy drill. Beep. Blah, there it goes. And then once that hits a keythane deposit, it should be able to just suck all that right up. There it is. And there it is, look at that. So here is our mobile keythane mining device, our mobile DEMV keythane miner. It's not meant to hold a lot, it's only meant to refuel our exploration shuttle. And our exploration shuttle will actually be here and will be landed on top of this. This is where it's going to dock. I got a design all put together, but it may change a little bit. It has to be very functional, very tiny. And once again, I'm going to turn that off. There we go. It has to be very functional, but it also has to be very small, and so it doesn't intersect anything. And also, the engines can't damage stuff like the one engines were when we were trying to bring this down. So for that, I think we're going to go ahead and save that till the next video, if this has been long enough. because that's going to be a trip unto itself, and then landing it anywhere near this thing is going to be insane, because it does have to have enough fuel to get here and then enough fuel to land on top of this thing, because that's what it's going to be doing, is be landing on top of this thing. And my skill level is not so high as to be able to pinpoint a landing directly on top of this doohickey. I could barely even hit a map marker, but I'm getting better. So for now, we're going to go ahead and pause here. And once again, I would like to thank you all for joining me for Kilobyte Short on this Let's Play of Kerbal Space Program, Kerbal Space Adventures, and I will see you next video.